After 50 years, Leonard Peltier has made his way home. You see video of him there in the car. Community members lined up along Highway 5 to welcome the Native American activist with signs and cheering. Good evening and thanks for tuning in. Now, Peltier was released from a federal prison in Florida earlier today, flew to North Dakota and is back in the Turtle Mountains. His release is not without controversy, though. Kiona Rivera reports from the Turtle Mountains.
Leonard Peltier was welcomed by his family and friends, where they are gathered here at the Sky Dancer Casino here in Belcourt. The family planned a special dinner for him in his honor. Peltier was convicted of killing 2 FBI agents in 1975, that's 50 years ago, and since then he's always maintained his innocence. Former President Joe Biden commuted Peltier's sentence and ordered him to complete the rest of his sentence in home confinement. Some may have been opposed to Peltier's release. Former FBI Director Christopher Wray wrote to former President Biden in January, urging him not to commute Peltier's sentence, calling Peltier a remorseless killer. We also reached out directly to an FBI spokesperson for comment. I'll have more on this story later tonight. In Belcourt, I'm Kiona Rivera reporting for your news leader. After roughly 50 years of incarceration, Leonard Peltier returned to his home on the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Reservation in North Dakota. Family and friends toughed out below zero attempts to meet him at the reservation line on Tuesday. Leonard's sister Sheila says they've been at a loss for words as they finally get to see Leonard out of prison.
People pulling together and putting on rallies and not giving up hope, and it all paid off today, and his freedom means so much.
Sheila's daughter, Shannon Cartwright, Leonard's niece, never got to meet him until this day.
I got to see him in the car driving through, and seeing him happy, he looked like he was glowing. Seeing him in that moment after all that time, it was really like a magical moment.
Shannon says she's looking forward to hearing the stories he'll tell.
We finally get a family member back that we haven't been able to get to know for 50 years, my entire life and a good portion of hers.
Leonard's longtime friend, Todd Marion, was only 10 years old when Leonard was taken to prison. He says he waited all his life for this day.
It's a really joyful day. I want to cry right now, but I'm so happy, I waited all my life for this.
Peltier was convicted in the killings of FBI agents Jack Kohler and Ron Williams. The case drew the attention of civil rights groups who questioned the verdict. But while many in Peltier's circle are celebrating this moment, former President Biden's decision to grant him clemency angered many in the law enforcement community. In January, shortly before his resignation, FBI Director Christopher Wray wrote to the president, urging him not to commute Peltier's sentence, calling him a ruthless murderer who has shown a complete lack of remorse. Peltier will have to serve the remainder of his sentence in home confinement. In Belcourt, I'm Kiona Rivera, reporting for your news leader.
I got a hard time keeping myself from crying.
Leonard Peltier spoke to supporters Wednesday afternoon at the Sky Dancer Casino in Belcourt, a day after his release from federal prison. Peltier said he was totally shocked by the amount of support. He maintained his innocence and said he didn't think he'd make it out alive.
I made sure all Indian issues was the top subject in all my protests and all my activism.
Turtle Mountain Tribal Chairman Jamie Azure said he was in disbelief when he found out Peltier was granted clemency from former President Joe Biden last month.
I'd heard it in the previous 2 presidents that it was very close to happening, and then it didn't happen. And my heart kind of went out to the family and Leonard himself for getting so close and then never getting over that hump.
While some are celebrating Peltier's release, others say he never should have gotten out. Peltier was convicted in the 1975 killings of FBI agents Jack Kohler and Ronald Williams, who were attempting to serve an arrest warrant on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota. Former President Biden issued Peltier an 11th hour commutation, meaning he is released but must spend the rest of his sentence in home confinement. Leading up to the change in administration, former FBI Director Christopher Wray in a letter urged the former president not to grant him clemency, saying Peltier brutally executed them at close range. And various judges and parole boards had upheld his conviction over the years. In the letter, Wray called Peltier a remorseless killer, and any relief for his sentence would be an affront to the rule of law. Chairman Azure said he will visit with Peltier in the coming days to talk with him about his tribal rights. In Belcourt, I'm Kiona Rivera, reporting for your news leader.